countdown.
Tahniah! Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Okey, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon to all my beloved students out there. Okay, so today we meet again, okay, in our class, and this time together with teacher is Aish. Okay, Aish Hafiz. Okay, say hi Aish, how are you? Okay, okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so are you still at home or you already come back to our college?
Tomorrow baru gerak.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay, Aish. Alright. So hoping safe journey. Alright. Okay. So to all your friends that's already come back to our college. Okay. So teacher wish welcome back to Kuala Pilah. Yeah, Aish. Okay. So hoping everybody will stay safe. Right. And just set your target, right? So you are going to get ready yourself for your preparation, your last preparation for your first sem, all right? Okay, let me begin. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. Okay, hai semua para guru, ibu bapa yang dihormati dan para pelajar yang cikgu kasih sekalian. Right, selamat datang ke Pusat Tuisyen YouTuber AYU, usaha sama e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Right, hashtagnya bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. Right, untuk mendapatkan keberkatan kelas kita pada malam ini, right, mari kita sama-sama mulakan kelas kita ini dengan bacaan doa yang akan dipimpin oleh saudara Aish. Silakan Aish.
Auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma alaina hikmataka wa syur alaina min azahini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbi syahri sirri wa sirli amri wa rubdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin, amin, amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Okay, thank you to Aish. Okay, apa khabar pelajar cikgu kasih? Okay, again teacher ask you. Okay, so harap semuanya berada dalam keadaan baik dan bersedia untuk meneruskan kelas kita pada malam ini. Cikgu percaya, okay, kamu semua dah dapat rehat secukupnya kepada mereka yang travel hari ini dan kepada pelajar yang travel untuk esok dan hari berikutnya. Okay, cikgu harap kamu dah really ready your mind. Okay. Okay, kelas ini akan berlangsung insya-Allah selama 1 jam. Okay, and sebelum kita teruskan kelas kita ini, okay, cikgu suka ingatkanlah kepada semua pelajar yang cikgu kasihi di luar sana, okay, dan juga penonton, ibu bapa, okay, guru-guru yang join kelas kita ini menggunakan bahasa yang sopan dan juga gambar profil yang bersesuaian untuk tontonan umum. Right, jadi sekiranya cikgu menjemput kamu ke dalam konti untuk bersama cikgu dengan Aish, okay, cikgu harap kamu boleh on kamera dan juga on mikrofon siap-siap, okay, untuk kita saling berkomunikasi di dalam kelas kita pada malam ini. Okay, dan cikgu mohon sangat-sangat pada pelajar semua, okay, sila on camera, sila fokus pada isi pelajaran yang cikgu nak kongsikan pada malam ini. Okay, dan sila gunakan ruang chat untuk kamu memberi sebarang komen ataupun sebarang pertanyaan. Okay, jika ada sebarang persoalan yang kamu tidak faham tentang perkongsian kita pada malam ini. Okay, cikgu sangat percaya I always believe in all my students matriculation. Okay, you all adalah merupakan pelajar-pelajar cemerlang. Okay, always cemerlang dan mari kita tunjukkan disiplin kita yang terbaik. Okay, actually Aish, teacher miss you all the real class. Okay, always meet you virtually. Okay, remote learning. Hoping we can meet face to face. Okay, and we can communicate as a human being because every day teacher just look at the screen, monitor screen. Okay, Aish, alright. So without any further delay, okay, teacher would like to start our discussion. Okay, so what is our objective today, Aish?
Today is
what are going to do today?
PSPM1.
Okay, so actually,
PSPM.
yes, okay, you are totally correct. Okay, so we are going to focus on PSPM 1, right? Okay, okay, to discuss a tips, to discuss a tip about the about the tips, okay, about our for your preparation for your PSPM. Okay, so if Aish or your friends have any question regarding anything, okay, so you can just stop me and we can communicate about it. Okay, Aish, so let's go. All right. Okay, Aish, can you see my slide? Teacher already shared my slide.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, all right. Okay, so good, right? Okay, now let's start our class today. Okay, so actually teacher just introducing myself. Okay, Aish, maybe Aish also jarang teacher share my a bit about my profile. Okay, so actually I already teaching experience about 25 years, Aish, right? Okay, where my first serving I posting at Sekolah Menengah Sains Muar. That is my first posting 1995. Okay, all my beloved students. Okay, and then after that I got transfer. Okay, follow my husband. To Sekolah Menengah Sains Muzaffar Shah before teacher continue my study. Right, and then after complete my master, Alhamdulillah, then teacher is posting and now I'm serving all the beloved matriculation students about 10 plus years. Okay, so you can visit my channel Cikgu Faizah. Okay, together with me, okay, hashtag teacher Aish, believe in biology, so believe in teacher Faizah. Okay, so together with me, teacher also have our teammate, right? So Cikgu Fatihah Mansur, okay, also very experienced teacher where you can also go to her channel. Okay, teacher Nuraini Harun, okay, also experienced, okay, teaching from 6. Okay, this is all my teammate, Cikgu Nuraini. And soon we will have another 2 lecturer from College Matrikulasi Pahang. Okay, Cikgu Wawa and Cikgu Balkis. Okay, soon they will join our team. Okay, so this is another my teammate. Okay, so you all just can go and search under Academy YouTuber. Okay, www.academyyoutuber.com. Alright, so this is actually a bit sharing Aish, okay, about my first class, okay, where teacher introduced frame it. Okay, and then my second live class, teacher introduced 2 techniques, split it boy and split it girl. Okay, so maybe tonight we can apply that technique in our question. Okay, and then my third live class, okay, my sharing is about DNA toolbox, where if you still remember chapter 8, okay, this is where the topics that we call the DNA engineer at work, right? Okay, so now let's begin our target today. All right. Okay, Aish, Okay, my first
Yes.
question to Aish. Are you ready for your
Yes.
exam? Okay, Aish, answer my question. Are
Um,
you ready for your exam?
I'm prepared 70%.
Okay, right. So it says actually the exam is all around the corner, right? So
Yeah.
today teacher would just like to have actually not really serious matter, but just to have you slowly to prepare yourself. Okay, what you need to prepare in term of exam? Okay, teacher will agree that last we meet, okay, face to face is October. Am I right, Aish? Okay, October is our
Yeah.
last meet face to face, and after that, okay, most of from October until our last week, week 18 is around early December. Okay, and then you now is on the study week, and soon, okay, soon, tonight, okay, we are celebrating a new year, right, Aisha? Okay,
Yes.
okay, we are going to enter a new year, 2021. Okay, another 1 year plus, Aish, you are going to be 19. Am I right? Okay, so
Yes.
what actually you need to ready, class? All right, okay. So don't let this be you. Okay, just don't be a last minute study. Okay, okay. So you have planned ahead. Okay, and my advice, so please keep calm and yes, okay, slowly you plan for your study for your exams. Okay, that is the most important thing that teacher would like to share with you. All right. Okay, let's see apa ni a few comment from your friends. Okay, so we have teacher Im. Right, thank you, Teacher Im, for supporting. Okay, so class, Teacher Im is also my teammate, right? Okay, you can see the comment by Teacher Im,
Yes.
right? So we will have a wonderful lesson today with Cikgu Faizah. Thank you, Teacher Im. Okay, and then we also have your friends, Aish, and we have Iyah in the okay, so apa yang Iyah tulis tu, Aish, boleh baca tak?
Selamat sejahtera, cikgu.
Okay, selamat sejahtera ya. Okay. Okay, Teh pun also good wife. Okay, salam madam. Alright, okay. So all the students, okay, let's we create a positive vibe. Okay, I know that deep in your heart, right? Okay, you terpaksa kan? Okay, a lot of things you have to think. You think sometimes you overthinking. Okay, so what teacher advise to you? Okay, apa yang anda mahu? Okay, what actually you want? Okay, and bagaimana cara untuk mendapatkan apa yang anda mahu? Okay, so if teacher ask you this question, Aisyah, right? Okay, actually apa yang Aish looking forward in your life after in your life prime university life ni atau matriculation life? A bit lah from Aish. What do you actually target, Aish?
Actually, my aim is to make my parents proud, to be someone successful, and to be a good son for them.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
and I'm trying to aim for doctor if I can, inshallah. Yeah.
InsyaAllah, amin. Okay, so that my doa will always with you, Dr. Aish. Okay, so apa ni kena selalu panggil last semester teacher have Narin. Okay, Narin. I always call him Dr. Narin, and Alhamdulillah Aish. Okay, he is now at UM, tak silap cikgu, Dr. Narin. Okay, I think one day we can call him just to have just to have a santai, okay, talk, Sem 2 nanti, teacher, I think I'll try to arrange it, okay? Okay, so
Okay.
let's start our our target today. Okay, actually Aish, okay, my big concern as your lecturer, okay, now we are towards the end of your first semester, and I think you all dah banyak kali teacher always share with you, alright, about the pentaksiran SDS and okay, SES is actually your friends, okay, for the new norm, okay, for you are the first batch, okay, where these are the the three elements that matriculation apply, okay, in order to grade you, right, for each semester. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, Aish, right? Okay, congratulations for all my students, Aish, and all your friends. Aish, you have done the PB, okay, where
Yeah.
you score A, okay, most of you score A, so which I'm quite happy about it, okay. Teacher already shared with you, right, your performance, okay, and most of you got A for your PB, right, okay, that 40%. Okay, then the new norm, right, because it seems that the COVID-19, okay, previous session, okay, we have paper 1, Aisha, right, but
Yeah.
now, but now we convert that paper 1 to UPS, and the UPS in the online on the Google Forms format, okay, and it's online, and you get 20%. Okay,
Yes.
20% about it. Okay, so and the third elements these are the one that you are going to face, okay, on the 6th January, okay, soon, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
another 40% in order you to complete your grade, okay, right, Aisha? It's actually
Yeah.
it's only another 40%. Okay, just bear in that in your mind, class, because out of your 60%, okay, you already score your A. Okay, that makes teacher happy, all right, okay, Aish,
Madam, your mic is muted. Madam, your mic is muted.
baru muted ke apa?
Tadi.
Okay, so
Sorry.
where am I now?
Yeah,
I'm
what
okay.
is exam technique? Yeah.
Alright, okay, alright. So you can see my next slide. Okay, what is actually exam technique? Right? Okay. So, Aish, I believe, teacher believe that you already studied atau complete all your 10 topics. Okay? From
Yes.
chapter 1 until chapter 10. Okay. Now, this is the time where you are going to apply whatever content or whatever preparation that you have made. Okay? So, this is the time where you need to polish your technique. Right. So why you need a technique? Okay. Actually, this is applied to any subject. Okay. Since your SPM lagi, Aisyah, am I correct? So you need to have a techniques, okay, in order you to increase the mark you get in the exam. Remember, you need to score another
Yes.
40%. All right. Okay, and then you must be able to identify what is required in an answer. That is technique. Alright, kalau that question asks you 2 marks, okay, berapa banyak I have to write my answer according to that question. Okay, then you need to targeting your answers like teacher mentioned just now. Okay, targeting, and you have to learn, okay, how to answer the question and how the way you not impress the examiner. Okay, even though the examiner has its own referring to the mark scheme, all right, but actually your word sentence, okay, also um shows your your understanding. Okay, Aisyah. So teacher share. This is actually what you need to know first. Okay, this is how your paper exam is designed. Okay, so we call it jadual penentu ujian. Aisyah, I think teacher already shared with you before. Okay, today teacher just nak refresh and teacher would like you to put side by side. Okay, so teacher letak side by side to compare from this semester. Okay, compare to the previous semester. Okay, taklah not much different. Okay, actually not much different my dear students. It's just that the percentage become less because we are the total marks is now 80. Okay, the total mark is now 80 Aish. Okay, I think teacher already also apa ni? Wait Okay, teacher already order wait. I try to cannot. Yeah, I think I cannot use my pen tonight. Okay, so I just show like this Aisyah. Okay, so for your new topic, so new target, okay, for your 40% for PSPM, for your your batch, okay, you need to target to 80% in order to convert to 40% your final mark, right? So these are the distribution of marks. Okay, and what teacher highlight? Okay, this is the pink color is actually teacher highlighted in order for you to realize. Okay, out of that 10 topics, what are the strategy? Okay, like teacher mentioned class just now, you have to have your techniques, so in order to increase your mark. So these are the 4 topics, okay, which will allow you to get 80 marks. And right, if you ask teacher, I think Aish is conscious about our format, right? Okay, so if teacher, if you want to know, that means all the topics is included in the PSPM. Okay, that means from chapter 1 until chapter 10, except chapter mana je Aish? Okay, chapter 6. Yeah, okay. Yang teacher tulis 0 ni. So 0 means it shows that you have already done this topic for your tugasan. Right, so the rest ada. Cuma how, this is how you see the weightage, right? That is why teacher nak you to letak put side by side. Last session, your senior is 100%. Okay, but now your batch, okay, it reduced to 80%, but the the weightage of each topic is still the same. Okay, right. So this is actually teacher would like you to have in mind. Okay, so basically the format kertas PSPM, you are spending about 2 hours, 2 jam. You have 9 question. Okay, and your total mark is 80. And if you ask teacher, okay, what is the format for question for the question teacher? So it is a campuran soalan structure and essay. Okay, except kecuali topik 6 and if your UPS is only asking you about C1 and C2, okay, but for PSPM1 we are more focusing on arah soalan C3 and C4. Okay, doesn't mean C3 and C4 ni susah no. Okay, actually you need to understand the whole process. Okay, where you can apply your knowledge level C3 and C4. Okay, the last point, Aish. Okay, you Aish, I think you Aish dah already experienced, right? Okay, when you write your answers, okay, what you need to use, Aish? What color of your pen? Hitam and
Is blue pen or
hitam
black pen?
atau hitam or biru, right? But teacher more preferable you use
Hitam and
biru.
blue. Biru. Madam, your mic is still mute.
And teacher go for looking at the okay. Alright, okay. So next, okay. Okay, so the format of the question, okay, it will come out like this, arahan kepada calon. I think you have already experienced this. Okay, since you're form 5, Aish is actually, this is your another experience, right? Okay, instruction to candidate where you will find this instruction, Okay, this question paper consists of 9 questions. You need to answer all the question and alright. Please take note. Okay, you need to answer in the space provided in the question paper. Am I right, Aish?
Yes.
Okay, so don't worry too much, my dear student. Actually, our question paper is dwi bahasa. Okay, so there will be an instruction in English and also arahan kepada calon in bahasa Melayu. That is the good about it, right? Okay, so this is the contoh soalan. Right, Okay, I think when we discuss detail more, okay, teacher would later on teacher will share you the complete set of question. Okay, so this is how it look like. Contoh soalan ni kelas, Okay, where you need to answer in the space provided in you. Okay, alright. Okay, so what is sorry, this one teacher already share with you. Okay, so golden rules of answering question. Okay, you have to explain what you have written. Okay, so the examiner does not know what you're talking about, Aisha? So if you explain correctly, right? Okay, of course the marks will yours. Okay, and another another pesanan cikgu Aisyah, make sure your written okay is clearly written, okay, and enough point for the marks. This is the bullet number 3, enough points for marks. This is actually concern. This is my main concern. Okay, teacher, like teacher mentioned just now, the format is campuran between structure and the short essay. Right? Okay, so if you can understand what have you written, so that is also goes to your examiner. Right? Okay, so when you can, if the examiner can read your hand your handwriting, right? So alhamdulillah, you make your answer well clear to the examiner. Okay, alright. Okay, so now Aish, I think before we go to the next session, so this is my first session, Aish, sharing the bit techniques. Okay, so another half an hour, teacher would like to share a few questions, right, in order you to have the idea what is actually all about the question. So this class, teacher focus more on 4 popular topic. Yeah, Aisyah? Okay, the 4 popular topics that allow you to gain more marks. Right? After this, teacher will continue to cover the rest, the rest chapters. So we have 10 chapters. So tonight, teacher try to cover 4 chapters, okay, which contribute you about high marks. And then tomorrow we plan another session to cover the second half, okay, the topics. Okay, so I think let's we go for a break, okay, for a while. Okay, Aish, anything you want to ask teacher about our session? Right, so I think we take a break, Aish.
Alah, apa ni? PKPB lagi. SPM pula ditangguhkan. Jenuhlah nak bayar yuran tuition. Pernah dengar tentang tuition percuma? Kami di Akademi YouTuber menyediakan tuition online secara percuma kepada anda semua. Ada prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, STPM juga untuk matrikulasi. Percuma je. Jom layari laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com.
Okay, Aish, you are back. Alright. So now we go to our second parts. Okay. So let's start discuss our question. Okay, I think teacher already share with you. Okay, teacher already share with all my beloved students in our Google Classroom. Yeah, you can get this question in our Google Classroom. And for those who are joining us, that you can go through together with teacher. All right. So let's start with the top popular. The top highest chapter, that is chapter 8. Okay. So from this diagram, all right. From this diagram, so Aisha, teacher would like you to have the idea. Okay, Aisha, you can see my flow chart.
Yes.
Right, so this is actually the process of gene cloning. Okay, where we have two source of DNA. Okay, the DNA from the vector and DNA from the donor. Yes, okay, these two DNA, in order to create the recombinant DNA, where is rDNA, the short form, we need tools. Okay, that's why, okay, if you still remember, teacher already shared with you, okay, as an engineer, okay, you need tools. Okay, this is the DNA engineer network, the DNA toolbox. Okay, you still remember, Aisha? So you need the target DNA, you need the registration enzyme, right? You need DNA cloning vector, and the second last is the modifying enzyme, and okay, the host cell. Okay, so yeah, this is all the DNA toolbox. Okay, if the contractor have their own toolbox, okay, our DNA engineer also have their own toolbox, DNA toolbox. Okay, so now let's apply to our question. Right, Aisha, I think you have already go through to the question, right? Okay, so given in the question is a plasmid, right, as a vector, and target DNA. So it will undergo the process I. Okay, the process I, and then when after done with process I, okay, the plasmid will open, okay, open plasmid, and DNA fragment is already ready to produce rDNA. Am I right, Aish? Okay, slowly, you see all the level, right? Okay, and after that, the rDNA, the proceed to bacteria, and then bacteria will undergo process that level 2. Okay, and last but not least, the bacteria, after the process 2, the clones transform, it becomes the clones transform bacteria. Okay, let's start. Okay, so from this question, Aish, you need to identify the two steps, step 1 and step 2. Okay, so what do you think is the step 1, Aish? We have the DNA. Okay, we have the DNA as a vector. Sorry, we have the plasmid as a vector, and we have the DNA donor or the target DNA. Okay, and we use the tools. The second tools, that is restriction enzyme. Okay, the restriction endocrine enzyme. So what is the answer for step 1, Aish? You need to Yes, cleave, right? Cleave, right? Step 1 is cleave. So when you cleave these two DNA, these two source of DNA, okay, you will produce the open plasmid and DNA fragment, and this will produce rDNA, and it will introduce in the host cell, that is bacteria, and before you can really detect the clone transform bacteria, okay, the step 2 we call as a apa, Ish? Yes, it's a screening process. Okay, so far boleh Okay, so right. Okay, next. This one teacher already show with you. Okay. So next, what name the tool? Aish, what is the tool that used to cleave the plasmid and the target DNA? Okay. If you are the engineer, what are you going to use? Yes, the restriction enzyme. Okay, in your toolbox just now. Okay, the restriction enzyme. Okay, so and then what is the technique used in step 2? Okay, so yes, the blue white screening techniques. Right. So this is the two popular techniques. Aisha. Okay, next. Why? Aish, why do you think the blue screening technique is important for gene cloning? Kalau tak buat that step, that means your gene cloning, you just can say bye-bye je lah Okay, why? Why do you think it's important? Okay, slowly class this is the C3 and C4 level question. Alright, so why Aish? Okay, it is because you need to...
We want the recombinant DNA only.
Yeah, okay. So if you still remember our lesson, there are 3 types of bacteria. Am I right, Aish? Okay.
Yes.
One is does not contain any plasmid. Okay. Another bacteria that does not carry any target DNA, where we call the non-recombinant plasmid. Okay. So our step 2 is actually we need to identify the white colony. Am I right? That's why just now our step 2 we call is a blue screen technique. Screening, blue screen screening, sorry. Okay, so we need to detect the white colony, right? That carry the recombinant plasmid. Okay, I love this. Aish. Okay, kalau cikgu sebut gua anak ayah terbaik tetap cun. Remember that? Okay, gua anak ayah terbaik tetap cun. Gua acah-acah terbaik cun comel. Go, 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 cun, cun, cun. Okay, how you remember this, Aish? Okay, this is actually referring to the restriction site. Am I right? Okay. So restriction site, when you are given the sequence of DNA, okay, of the structure target DNA, what you need to find is the restriction site. Okay. Gua anak ayah terbaik tetap cun. Okay. So gua anak ayah terbaik tetap cun. Okay, so when you cut this gua anak ayah terbaik tetap cun, okay, this is actually you are using the enzyme that known as EcoR1. Okay, so my teacher would like to emphasize class eco you have to underline when you write down. Okay, because it is referring to the species, the bacteria that we get the enzyme. Right, okay, Aisha, so far you can follow my explanation. So why is the target the fragment is look like this, Aish? Okay, this what we call as a sticky end. Okay, sticky end where it produce the staggered cut. Okay, am I right, Aish? Okay, let me see for a while, just for a while. Okay, so okay, class. So Aish is already not with us tonight. Okay, so hoping Aish will soon Aish will soon join us. Okay, Aish. Alright. Okay, so for those who want to join teacher, okay, teacher would like to share the stream the link of StreamYard okay, then you can join teacher. Okay, so next I think we proceed, okay, class we proceed with our next, okay. So then okay, now teacher would like to proceed with the short essay question. Okay, so this is question which carry 5 marks. Okay, 5 to 7 marks, right? So discuss the required characteristic of plasmid used in the recombinant DNA technology. Right? Okay, how you're going to discuss the characteristic of plasmid, class? Okay, what do you think is the requirement for the characteristic of plasmid that needed? Okay, so you have learned plasmid just now act as a vector, am I right? Okay, so as a vector, okay, so it must be able to accept foreign DNA. That is the first main characteristic. Okay, it able to accept foreign DNA in multiple cloning site, what we call as a MCS. Okay, all right. The second characteristic is they contain an origin of replication. Okay, class Okay, then after they already receive that atau accept that foreign DNA, okay, the the plasmid must able to replicate or duplicate. Okay, or the best term what we use is amplify. Okay, amplify in the host cell. Okay, and what else? What else that needed by the plasmid? Okay, it also able to express the clone genes. Okay, where they easy to be selected. And last but not least, okay, as you study the structure of the plasmid itself, okay, this is you need to consider in your mind. All right, where they have 2 or more restriction site. Okay, multiple cloning site, what we call Okay, so this is the example of short essay. Okay, class, you clear? Right, so this is what teacher means by the DNA plasmid cloning vectors. Okay, where just now teacher highlight the cloning site, number 1. Number 2 is the origin of replication. And number 3 is the acceptable marker gene. Okay, alright. So, okay, is there any question you want to ask me, class? Okay, if you have any question, okay, you can like teacher mentioned just now. Okay, you can write down on the chat. Okay, from the comment here, okay, we have Melisha Mahazir, Okay, hi Melisha. Right, thank you joining my class. Alright, so Melissa ask teacher, Madam, kalau nak jawab essay kena dalam point atau essay? A very good question, Melissa. Thank you. Okay, you need for the best. Okay, if the essay question, you have to answer in the form of essay question, meaning you have to write in paragraph form. Okay, Malaysia, right? Okay, so I hope teacher already answer your question. Okay, so back to our discussion, right? Okay, next questions, the top question, recombinant DNA, we done. Okay, next, the second question is about the reproduction. All right, so this is the question asked about development of immature male gametophyte in angiosperm. Okay, so don't if you see from the diagram, teacher, what is this? Okay, actually, if you can understand the concept, okay, for this topic reproduction, you have to, that's why C3 and C4 level question in class, because you need to apply your understanding about meiosis. Okay, so when you learn about meiosis, one parent cell, okay, it become 4 daughter cell. Okay, so just that this is applied in formation of male gametophyte. Alright, so do I have eyes still in the where? Okay, so Aish already leave our studio. Okay, so if not, we can ask Aish to sing a song. Okay, where teacher already share with them. Right. Male, when mention about male reproductive organ. Okay, for flowering plants. Okay, the structure called is a stamen. right? So stamen consists of anther and filament. Okay, if you still remember the song Senyum, okay, stamen. Okay, so now the question asks you to identify the cell P and the process P and the process Q. Okay, so if you understand, like teacher mentioned in class now, right? If you understand the concept of cell division, you will able to state the process meiosis and mitosis. Okay, the P is meiosis. Okay, if you see from the diagram, from the one parent cell, it becomes two daughter cell, meiosis 1, and then another P is meiosis 2, where from the two just now, it becomes meiosis. After done meiosis 2, it becomes 4 daughter cell. Okay, and these 4 daughter cell will develop to become S. What is Q? So Q, what we call as a mitosis, right? Okay. So this is another popular question about the ploidy. Okay, when teacher mentioned ploidy means how many sets of chromosome, okay, that carry by the structure that we call as R. Okay, so is it haploid? Is it diploid? Okay, so if you refer to R, it's already become a daughter cell, right? From parent cell become a daughter cell. Microsporocyte, okay, become microspore, right? And it will, of course, haploid. Okay, so when will structure S become mature male gametophyte? Okay, so structure S is referring to what class? Structure S is referring to the male gametophyte. Okay, male gametophyte. So it will become mature as a male gametophyte when it divide by mitosis and produce two male gametes. So this happen during pollen tube germination. Okay? If you still remember lagu Ayam dan Lapeh, pollen grain landing atas stigma secret bahan kimia. Okay? So that is how where it shows the production of mitosis. Class, Okay, next. Another interesting, just now in this question, okay, it asks about male in flowering plants. Now in human, we are talking about female reproductive, okay, where the formation of secondary oocyte or ovum, right? Okay, so the teacher would like to introduce you this, like what teacher mentioned just now, class. Okay, split it girls. Okay, so when it's a female, teacher would like you to apply this technique. Why? So there are 6 cell. Teacher split it into 2 condition ploidy, diploid and haploid. Okay, so if we go step by step, yes, the first one is primordial germ cell. Okay, where is under 2 months embryo. Okay, it will grow to become oogonia. It's a 5 months embryo. Okay, and mitosis. Okay, repeatedly mitosis and become primary oocyte. So this first stage, okay, the ploidy, the diploid, okay, all involved during embryonic stage lagi. Alright. So when the mom give birth to that baby girl, right? So the baby girl is already in their ovary. The primary oocyte already undergo meiosis 1, okay, but it will stop at prophase 1. Okay, but puberty, then it will continue to become secondary oocyte. Okay, then this secondary oocyte again undergo meiosis but not complete. It will stop again at metaphase 2. Okay, then the second, what you need to know, class, secondary oocyte, you need to know before ovulation and after ovulation. Okay, so before ovulation, okay, it will stop in metaphase 2. After ovulation, after ovulation, right, when there is a sperm, we just call the cell as a ovum. Okay, now let's try to answer the question. Name structure J and K. Okay, if you're referring to the notes, okay, so J is referring to the primary oocyte and K is the secondary oocyte. Okay, you just see the question in this now class, right? So it shows obviously split it. Okay, so from the diagram you can see is split into two condition, before birth and after puberty. So that's why just now teacher apply the split it girl. Okay, technique for you to understand. So J automatically you can detect this is the primary oocyte. Okay, and after puberty, K will be the secondary oocyte. And after ovulation, class, after ovulation, when there is a sperm, then we can call the cell as a ovum, or also can be called as a fertilized egg, right? So that is how you tackle the question. Okay, so primary oocyte, secondary oocyte, and apa stage class What stage? Okay, so like teacher mentioned just now class is a prophase 1 and metaphase 2. Okay, so this is where the technique apply, right? Prophase 1 here, okay, and the metaphase 2. Okay, so please take this technique class so in order to understand better about the oogenesis, right? Okay, next. What stage of follicle contain structure K? Okay, just now K is referring to the what class? Secondary oocyte. Okay. So what is the structure? We already learned about ovarian cycle. So the structure known as Graafian follicle. Okay. And what is the hormone? It's a luteinizing hormone. Okay. And what happened to the structure K, the secondary oocyte during ovulation? And explain how it's completing meiosis 2. So this is the C4 level question in class. So you need to mention in your answer, during ovulation, structure K is released from the ovary into fallopian tube, okay, or into oviduct, and when the sperm already penetrate the secondary oocyte, okay, the secondary oocyte will completing the meiosis 2, and we call it as a ovum. Okay, and bracket second polar body. So this is another concept behind it, right? Okay, so next we have done question reproduction. Okay, the third question is about genetic inheritance, right? So genetic inheritance is quite long. Okay, so in this, I think you have to read up slowly the question, right? So this question is referring to the chipmunk. Okay, you can imagine the chipmunk in that class. So the chipmunk, we are observing the nose shape and the fur color. Okay, the nose shape and the fur color. So the nose shape and the fur color, okay, the keyword mentioned here is the same chromosome. Teacher repeat class. In this question, okay, given clue, okay, the two genes, okay, are located on the same chromosome. So when you get this sentence, the same chromosome, automatically it refer to what class? Dihybrid linked gene, right? Okay, so two different genes, dihybrid. Same chromosome, linked, right? Okay, so in this question, the allele involved, okay, is representing by Q and T. Okay, allele Q and allele T, right? So a capital letter is for black, for fur, okay, black color fur, and the small letter Q is for brown color fur. Okay, the capital letter T is for the straight nose and the small t is for the curved nose. Okay, so the situation given, okay, a chipmunk black fur and straight nose. Okay, the first parents mate with the chipmunk with brown fur and curved nose. Alright, so they have 10 offspring. Wow, banyak anak chipmunk. Alright, so one offspring has black fur and curved nose, and one have brown fur and straight nose. Right, and the rest of their offspring have parental phenotype. Okay, so from the 10 chipmunks offspring, okay, given we have 8, okay, class 8 parental phenotypes, 1 brown fur and straight nose, 1 black fur and curved nose. Okay, from the question given, teacher would like to identify the type of cross between the chipmunk. Okay, so like teacher mentioned, from the given question, okay, you can detect that, okay, this is actually the test cross, okay, and the test cross of what class? Dihybrid. Okay, the test cross of dihybrid, where you can draw the schematic diagram like this. Right? Okay, the circuit diagram like this. So later on, I think because we are running out of time, okay, I think our next session, okay, you can sketch, okay, on your own. Okay, so teachers just share the answers, okay, and then you can have the idea how the test cross is shown, okay, from the genetic diagram, right, class? So just now the parents, why there is a stroke here, class, right? So this is representing this dihybrid characteristic is located on the same chromosome like mentioned in the question. Okay. All right. So next, the question asks you, okay, to map this gene, these two genes, right? The black, the fur, and the nose. Okay. So how you map, class? So in order to map, you have to calculate. You have to calculate. So when you calculate, actually you apply the formula, okay, and you get the 20 map unit. And remember, class, the what? The unit for mapping the gene, okay, between the two genes on the same chromosome. Okay, we use map unit, not centimeter. Cm not means centimeter, class. Please remember that. Cm is means centimorgan. That's why the difference is C is small letter, M is capital letter. Alright. Okay. So I think it's already 10:26. I back to my class. Okay. Alright. So we have. Oh, Aish, you are there. Sorry, Aish. Teacher tak perasan kamu. Okay. Thank you, Aish. Right. Okay. So do you have any question you want to ask me, Aish? Aish nak tanya cikgu apa-apa? Okay, Aish. We stop until this topic. Okay, so let next in next class. Okay, teacher will continue with that. Okay, and polish your understanding, right? About it. Okay, so we have all the teachers supporting me. Okay, we have teacher Im, we have teacher Kong, we have teacher Naini. Right, we have teacher Zanaria. Okay, that is all my team members. Teacher Eileen, teacher Fatia, teacher Naini. Okay, Aish. So you can get all the input from them, especially for the biology. Okay, so teacher would like to give the link, class. Okay, copy the link address into the comment here. Okay, and for all my students, okay, you can you can claim your sijil. Okay, so teacher already share the link here. Okay, so this is the link for you to have to gain your certificate, okay, from this live class. Okay, so sebelum kita tamatkan kelas ini, okay, teacher would like you to in order you to have this certificate, okay, you need to apply the e-didik. Okay, you can get the link. Teacher already share with you. So for the code for tonight is hashtag. Okay, my student, the code for the link sijil is hashtag, okay, kelas AYU e-didik. Hashtag kelas AYU e-didik. That is the code for the link. Hashtag kelas AYU e-didik, all in capital letter. Okay, class again, teacher mentioned hashtag kelas AYU e-didik in capital letter. Alright, so I think that's all from me tonight. Thank you for all my students that able to join my class today. Right, okay, and this is okay, Taiwan. Okay, so hoping we can meet again in next class, right? And discuss more detail about your preparation for your exam. Okay, so with that class, thank you and all the best for your PSPM. Okay, so again, teacher show last, okay, the link, okay, for your ED, for you to get the sijil, okay, where the code just now is, teacher mentioned just now, is a hashtag kelas AYU EDD. Okay, right. So with that, thank you class, and we meet again.
Tuisyen online percuma. Tuisyen online percuma. Layari www.academyyoutuber bagi mengikuti tuisyen online secara percuma. Prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, semua ada di Akademi YouTuber. Rujuk jadual di laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com. Semoga masa terluang anak-anak anda diisi dengan sebaiknya. Tuisyen online percuma mestilah akademi.
Dibawakan kepada anda